Are you leaving money on the table in your business or caught up in the constant loop of trying to get new customers? I'm Jeffrey Shaw, business coach for self-employed business owners, author of the Self-Employed Life book, and host of the Self-Employed Life podcast. And you're going to want to stick around to hear the secret to not having to get new customers all the time. So many businesses are so focused on getting new customers that they don't leverage the opportunity to get more business from the customers they already have. And it's cheaper and easier to get more business from the customers you already have. So imagine setting up your customers from day one to come back to your business time and time again, or to buy from your business over and over. So I'm going to share with you a secret that's so subtle, you've probably been on the receiving end as a customer and don't even know it. This big secret, it's called presumptive language. Presumptive language is speaking to your customers as if they're going to be forever customers, because you genuinely want to serve them over and over again. It's using phrases like, the next time we work together again, or the next time you buy from us, or hey, when I see you next time, it might be, let's set up your next appointment. Or it might be, what we should consider for the future is, perhaps you might say something like, planning now will save us trouble down the road. You might say something like, when you come back next time, you have to try. Or when you come back next time, you really should consider buying. You might even say, if you have products, that you might say something like, imagine having the whole series over the next 6 months or 3 years. Let me give you an exact example. So I've been a family portrait photographer for 36 years, and I learned the power of presumptive language early on. So when new clients would contact my business and speak to me or somebody on my team, we would arrange an at-home visit because I photographed on location, and most often it was their home. So the value to the client was I was visiting the location, I was going to help them with their clothes, but I was also there to leverage the power of presumptive language. I would walk around with my client and I would look for an empty, expansive wall. And I would say to my clients something like this. I would say, how do you imagine this wall being decorated with portraits over the next 10 years? Do you see what I did there? I literally set up our relationship as if we're going to work together for the next 10 years. That's presumptive language. I also use the power of presumptive language to set up the sale by speaking about wall portraits. We weren't talking about 8x10s for the table. So you can use the power of presumptive language to not only create a forever relationship and set the stage for all the future times you're going to work together or that they're going to buy from your company, but you could also use the power of presumptive language to position their choices, which enable them to make a decision to purchase from you what you are best at. Cool, right? So now let's talk about some ways that you can use the power of presumptive language in your business. First, think about your initial conversations. I can guarantee you that if you embody the power of presumptive language and you automatically think about having a long-term relationship with your customers, that you will speak differently to them right in the beginning. So think about your initial conversations that you have with them. Think about your conversations or interaction online during the sales process, right? Speak to them in a way that you're setting them up for the future. But what you might love tomorrow or 6 months from now or 3 years or 10 years from now is, right? So come from a place of genuine suggestion where you're serving them, giving them, providing what's best for them today, but helping them imagine what will be best for them later, sometime down the road. And by all means, use the power of presumptive language at the end of the process, whether that's an in-person delivery or it's the end of the sales process online. But just assume that they're going to want to come back to you or buy from you again, and speak to them as if they are a forever customer. That is the power of presumptive language. This video on presumptive language is part of a customer loyalty series. So make sure you watch the other 2 videos, because collectively these 3 videos will help you set up an entire customer loyalty system for your business so that you're no longer caught up in the loop of trying to get new customers, but instead you leverage the opportunities that are right in front of you from the customers you already have using the power of presumptive language. So make sure you check out the other videos in this customer loyalty series.